What's up, Wildcats? I'm Espen Goettsche.
And I'm Jenna Jakubowski. With Valentine's Day right around the corner, we have a few special stories in this newscast.
Let's start it off with a few Valentine's Day fundraisers. Here's Alex and Jacie with more.
Two groups are taking advantage of the Valentine's Day festivities around the school by fundraising. Mr. Nielsen, the robotics sponsor, talking about the Robotics Club cookie fundraiser.
The proceeds from all of the cookies that we sell go to a couple different things. Number one is parts. We buy a lot of parts for the competitive robots. They can be pretty expensive with the components, electronics and mechanical structure. So we buy a lot of parts. Also in a non-COVID year, we have a lot of entry fees to get into different tournaments, and so a lot of it goes to tournament entry fees, sometimes hotel rooms because they're a long ways away, and so that's mostly what we use them for. So, well, it just continues the future. It's pivotal for it because without those parts we can't continue to build those robots, and the more parts we buy and the better robots we build, I think it really helps keep more students involved with it and helps grow the Robotics Club as a whole as well. So.
Now let's listen to Olivia Poppard's take on the junior class Candygram fundraiser.
The profits of the Candygram go to the prom organization to help us pay for decorations and everything that involves prom.
If you missed the fundraisers this year, you can support both groups next Valentine's Day.
Espen, have you gotten your Valentines yet?
No, I haven't. I need a few ideas.
Here are some to get you started.
You're perfect.
While he's trying to find the right Valentine, let's check in on the girls' basketball team.
The St. Paul girls basketball team are currently 9-11 on the season. The girls received 4th place in the Loup Platte Conference Tournament. Mr. Fuller gives some insight about the basketball season and how his team is going to prepare for postseason.
I think when you prepare for conference tournament, the first thing you have to do is get film on the opponents you're playing and seeing what their tendencies are. And so as far as practices go this year and this week, we'll make sure that we're working on scheme, number one, but it might be something as simple as working at a tweak here or there on the defensive scheme, and then seeing are they running man or are they running zone, and then that's going to dictate what you're doing on offense. You know, over the course of the year, I think our defense has probably improved the most. We've always been a very good defensive team, and we really concentrate this week on rebounding because that's been an area of weakness for us. So if we can continue to improve on defense and especially rebounding, I think the sky's the limit for this team.
Dulcie Van Winkle and Paige Lucas Savage, seniors on the girls varsity team, discuss how they and their team keep healthy and how the team manages their time wisely.
During the season, keep healthy, I eat good, and we work really hard in practice and go hard during conditioning. We have really good relationships with each other, so we just communicate a lot on and off the court.
I stay motivated after losing a game because all of our games we don't lose by a lot, so knowing that we can beat any team is a good motivation. I manage my time between school and basketball by using my study halls well and extra class time very well.
Forever friends.
I don't think that's the right one.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I can get some tips on singing to my Valentine from the students in the musical.
In 2020, students from St. Paul Public Schools were well underway practicing and perfecting their new musical rendition of The Addams Family. In March of the same year, the pandemic unfortunately canceled the show until further notice. Now the group begins their long journey to their new performance date. We asked members of the musical to share their thoughts on The Addams Family returning and how the one-year gap has changed production going forward.
I was actually really happy that we got another shot, so I thought it was a good thing.
I was excited we still got to do the musical because we put so much work into it and we just didn't want it to go to waste, so I'm glad that we can do it again.
I'm excited that all the work we put in last year is paying off. It's pretty easy to pick back up because we got all the details sorted out last year, and we're thinking of even more this year and how to make it better.
Since 1 year has passed, all of the seniors that participated in the musical have departed, which leaves a noticeable gap in cast and crew this year. How many changes in the roster were made this year?
Quite a few, because we lost a lot of males from graduation, so the males had to come up the ranks to become leads.
We have a smaller class than last year, and we had to replace some seniors, but we have found some good replacement, and they fit with the main cast pretty well.
Throughout all of the changes and struggles, the group comes together stronger than ever to put on a performance.
This year has been really interesting. Resetting the musical was a choice that we made just because it supported our school, it supported our school spirit and our school culture. So we kept on moving our musical, and then it just so happens that COVID kind of knocked us down. We're doing a good job of bringing it back up. We restarted early this year upon second semester, and kids are flying through the material. They are doing an amazing job. So lines are memorized, we're doing everything, and it's probably because we pre-learned. However, the musical is crazy tough. We have actual Broadway choreography. We're singing 6-part harmony and sometimes, and we have so many different things moving. I think the kids are facing the challenge of COVID and being displaced an entire year very, very well. I'm extremely proud of them. Musical is going to be March 4th, 5th, and 6th. We might shrink one of those days down to where it's only 2. It's going to be 7 o'clock. It's going to be here in the school. It's going to be in the small gym. We have an amazing set. We have great lights. We have fog machine. We got strobes. It is going to be a wonderful spectacle. So come on over, see it. It's going to be amazing.
Early approaching, the group puts in as much effort as needed to have a successful staging. Despite the circumstances, the musical group has shown that the show truly must go on.
I think you should just stick to the cards.
You're kind of a big deal. Nope, still not the right one.
Maybe you'll find the winning Valentine, just like the boys basketball team won conference this past weekend.
Here's Connor and Nathan on the boys conference recap.
The St. Paul boys basketball team kicked off conference last week. Despite being the #1 seed in the tournament, the Wildcats still had some tough challenges.
The hardest part of conference was playing Doniphan Trumbull in the championship game due to our slow start and their crowd environment.
Some things we need to improve on this season to take us further is our three-point shooting and our defense.
How it feels to win conference, it's very relieving because it's been a long time since this program has won the conference tournament, and our coaches really prepared us well to go against Doniphan Trumbull, and just to see that our team succeed, and win conference is very relieving and kind of a good milestone.
The boys basketball team played the Wood River Eagles in the first round of the Loup Platte Conference Tournament. The Wildcats beat the Eagles 52-39 to move on to the semifinals. During the semifinals, the boys matched up with the Gibbon Buffaloes. The Wildcats blew past the Buffaloes with a final score of 70-38. In the championship game, the Wildcats played a tough Doniphan Trumbull team. The boys beat the Cardinals 54-34 earlier in the season. The game was back and forth until the fourth quarter when the Cats finally pulled away. The Wildcats were crowned the champions of the Loup Platte Conference Tournament, cruising past Doniphan Trumbull to win their first conference championship since 1997.
Geez, the last time the boys won conference, Mr. Kane had hair.
Yeah, in 1997, but something new in our school is the Robotics Club. Let's check it out with Montanna.
How the St. Paul Robotics team came to where it is now, we started about 5 years ago. We had one member, and we began in what is called the Create Open Foundation. It's an open robotics tournament where students can build robots and do engineering notebooks, but we're up to about 12 to 14 members this year.
A senior, Sarah Polk, is here to give some inside information.
We prepare by basically testing. And so, we work on our autonomous programming, which means you don't touch your remote, you hit a button and it runs the program. And you test that out and you see if you can get points. And then we make sure that, we can get balls in and out of towers and score them. So it's just kind of testing before we go to an actual competition. So you're always building it, driving base, and then programming it and just experimenting, trying to figure out what works best. We have 4 different robots. None of them, they do the same tasks, but none of them are the same.
Isaac Hagen is here to talk to us about tips and tricks and an insight to a good robot.
Here's some of my tips and tricks for building the best robot. Usually my robot has to be strong and built very well so other robots can't smash into it and just break it to pieces. Now you first have to see what your competition is and figure out what you're going to do. If you're going to like do a competition with boxes or balls, you got to make sure you know what you're doing. And you also have to have a plan and a notebook and write it all down, because there are judges that judge you on how you present to your notebook. Now other things I do is just make sure you have friends that know what they're doing and make sure they have a plan you have plans for your schedule and what to do.
Wow, I wish I could build robots like that.
Me too. And we wish you good luck on your next meet against Columbus.
You're doggone possum.
Don't worry, Espen. Some of these couples don't even know each other's birthdays.
Wow, that makes me feel a lot better. Here's our version of couple trivia. What is Peyton's favorite candy?
Okay, Peyton's but
That's mine.
what did you put?
What's yours? Not mine.
Alright, what is Maya's favorite candy?
You look?
Yeah.
Hershey's.
What is Liv's favorite candy?
Go.
So do we show?
Go ahead.
Yeah. No.
What is Dulcie's favorite candy?
Oh no. No idea. To be honest.
Flip them.
No way, dude.
Where was your guys' first date? Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no. When was your guys' first date?
I'm just guessing. Sometime in November.
Where was your guys' first date?
Why are these
Can I put what I said earlier?
like an actual real date or like a
First date. Real date.
I was understanding with that. Can I put where the first time we hung out was?
No, like your guys' first date. Like,
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know.
where was your guys' first date?
What's a date?
Good job.
It's Logan's birthday.
Oh no.
It's not.
When is John's birthday?
Do I have to write this down?
Yes. Yeah. Good job. When is Tommy's birthday? Good job. When is Josh's birthday?
Go ahead.
Good job.
When did you first start dating? When did you start dating?
There we go.
When did you first start dating?
When? Yep.
When did you first start dating?
I know the month. Is it?
Let's guess.
Alright, Espen, here's your last shot to find the right Valentine.
Somebody thinks you're possum.
I think you have a winner there. Hopefully your Valentine likes it.
That's it for today. Thanks for watching our St. Paul newscast.
Peace out.